Chapter 9, the last chapter, the Diller's Housekeeper Test. Number 1, question. If your kids are driving you crazy, should you take a drink or a tranquilizer? Answer, tranquilizer. Remember, when you get to the PTA meeting, nobody is going to say, "Madam, I smell tranquilizers on your breath." 2, question. Why should you go to the PTA meetings? 1, to improve the school system. 2, to get acquainted with the teachers. 3, to meet parents of your kids' friends. 4, all of the above. Answer, none of the above. The reason for going to PTA meetings is that with any luck, you may get them to lengthen the school day. 3, what do you do if you're too lazy to clean under the bed? Answer, use bedspreads that touch the floor. There was a time I didn't do this, and once a day a guest said to me, "Imagine dust ruffles made of dust." 4, if a neighbor gives you an eggplant from his garden, what can you make of it? Obviously, this was before the eggplant emoji. Answer, a centerpiece. I once had an artistic display of 250 cucumbers on my dining room table. 5, what do you do with leftover sauerkraut? Answer, in December, you can silver it and hang it on the Christmas tree. It stinks, but it's pretty. Any other time of year, you're on your own. 6, what aspect of housekeeping the Diller way is illustrated by the picture below? Can I show you what the picture is? That's it. Answer, after the party, never start to clean up if some of your guests are still hanging around. 7, what aspect of housekeeping the Diller way is illustrated by the picture below? Always keep extra food in the house because you never know who will drop in. 8, how can you tell when your husband's shirts need replacing? Answer, when you can't tell where the iron stops and the shirt starts, they're too gray. 9, how can you avoid jobs like painting the kitchen? Answer, the best attack is the phrase, well, if you don't consider my time worth more than, only one husband in 1,000 will have the nerve to say anything. 10, when things are really, really bad, what's the best explanation? Answer, never try to explain the mess. Just buy a couple of get well cards and place them on the mantle. People will assume you've been sick and unable to clean. 11, how can you decide on the best location in which to buy a house? Answer, for women of our type, there are several good rules of thumb. Number 1, never buy in a neighborhood where the upstairs windows are shining. Number 2, avoid neighborhoods where you see wash on the lines at 7 a.m. Monday morning. 3, a vicinity in which you will see a woman hanging laundry after dark will probably be acceptable. 12, what do you do with 2 years of unironed laundry? Answer, if your family hasn't missed what's in the bag for that long, throw it out. 13, if someone phones and hints for an invitation to come over, what can you do? Answer, feign a cold. Blow into the corner by the phone. This will produce coughing and perhaps even a sneeze. This is the picture. 14, if it's almost time for your husband to come home and you've spent the day eating candy and reading the latest Harold Robbins novel, what do you do? A, tie yourself to the kitchen chair and tell him you are playing cowboys and Indians with the kids. 15, are hand-me-downs psychologically harmful to a second child in the family? Answer, yes. Try to get some new things for him. We went all out with new things for our first child, and the second one had nothing but hand-me-downs. The bronzed baby shoes almost killed him. 16. What's the best way to decorate your home? Answer. Choose a period as obscure as possible so people probably won't know if it's authentic or not. I particularly recommend the William Jennings Bryan era. And then we have the Diller's Housekeeper Test scorecard, which if you score 1 through 4 and 3/64 correct, it's recommended that you reread the book. If you score 4/16 through 9 correct, you're an average slob. If you score 9 and 1/64 through 15 and 63/64 right, you're better than an average slob. And if you score all 16 right, you cheated, and now you're learning. That's it. The end of Phyllis Diller's Housekeeping Hints.